Okay guys, it's Anthony here, Super Duty Service. Got a tough one here. This is Don's truck. I made a video about no compression. Don's compression test. Just pulled it all apart. I mean, I guess it's been a while. It's been, I don't know, a year or so, I think. But it's only got 5,000 miles on it. I think it's been parked for a long time because it just ran like crap. Got studded. Local place here. Well, I don't know. I see a lot of their stickers, a lot of their billboards, a lot of their crap. But it was studded. It was, I don't know, 7 grand, something like that. 5,000 miles ago. I mean, I showed a video a little bit earlier, and honestly, there was a lot of stuff about it that, I don't know, man. It's just horrible. I mean, it's horrible. You wonder why I get all crappy about stuff. Let me see, is my light on? First off, here you go. Look in that valve. Little bitty spot. But you can tell it's just got carboned up. I mean, carboned up. When I clean it, you'll see a little better. Of course, any divots, when I clean it, we'll see where there's divots at, but I wanted to make a video real quick of it right after I took it off. I did brake clean this up. 5,000 miles ago, this was studded. And honestly, old hardware, exhaust was all old, everything. I don't know. I mean, besides seeing that the heads were surfaced, as we were getting down to it, it actually looked like they didn't even take the heads off. But you can tell this has been surfaced. So the heads were surfaced. I don't know, I mean, deck surface, you tell me. Looked like head gaskets had all kinds. You can see scratches going all over the place. I'm not sure if it was a zip wheel or what they used, but you can see it's uneven there. You can see uneven there. I mean, it's whatever process was used. You can kind of see swirl marks right here. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what process was used to clean the block. I don't know. But one thing we do know is right here. Watch. Let me see if you can see it. I'm going to show my whole hand. Bear with me here. There is metal in the piston. Sorry, I'm looking with my... Right there. Damn it. It's hard to show when the magnet actually sticks to it. If I put it on something that's not magnetic, look, it wants to go to the block. Hang on, dang it. Well, it's got metal embedded in the piston. Right here, right there, right there, that little spot, that spot right there, and that spot. There's metal in there. There was a couple other spots I thought. There's one. There's a piece stuck in it right there. Right there. So, there and there. So I have not dug them out yet. Probably pull the piston out, disassemble the engine, and find out what the foreign object is. I mean, because something's in it. You know, it's magnetic and you can't really tell what it is, but I should be able to tell once we take it apart. And I mean, I might have to take the air hammer or something, or the chisel, and dig the piece out. we're gonna inspect and see what the heck, see what's up. So I don't know. I mean, fact of the matter is, it's got 5,000 miles on it, and you know, $7,000. What now you've watched it this far, so what I'm going to say is I'm going to put a keyword on this video, a keyword. And until I saw the metal in it, I was actually going to do the keyword anyways, but that's why I'm going to name this. I do it every now and then. I throw some catchy little phrases for the videos just to get attention, you know, and then when you look at it, you're like, oh, no shit, bunch of crap. Well, what this customer did, what Don did, essentially, was he bought a $7,000 set of studs. The head studs over there, 250-4202s. He bought a box of head studs for $7,000. Basically, that's what he did. And it actually costed him double. Well, I don't know if it's double, I don't know. I mean, it's going to cost him more than that to make it freaking right. What a freaking drag, you know, it sucks. But a $7,000 set of studs, because that is pretty much, that's what's left. That's the only thing that we get to keep. I mean, it didn't even have updated push tubes in it. It didn't have those, didn't have, I mean, it just, whatever. And thank God, I went ahead and, he's got an 06 engine back in the back. So, I mean, it was seized the hell in there. So when they studded it, they didn't even take out the heater core feed tube. They didn't even take it out. Yeah, I beat the crap out of it. You know, I was messing with it for a while. And he's got an 06 front cover back in the back. This is an 03 front cover with a 90mm coolant pump. It's trash. It's not going back on the truck. So what I do is I take an air hammer and I get it right here without a cutting bit. I get a big flat bit on the air hammer, and it's worked a lot. I mean, the tube is only like 30 bucks. So who cares if we trash the tube? I tried to salvage this cover, which ain't worth a damn. I mean, we don't even want this cover. So I just went ahead and got the air hammer, and I was like, well, hell, I got it to move a little bit in there. And I mean, it's trash. It doesn't matter. It's I'll never put an 03 front cover back on an engine ever. I will not do it. It's got the smaller front. It's got the smaller coolant pump. That's a 90mm coolant pump. The late 03s and 04s and up all have 100mm coolant pumps. So this doesn't matter. I mean, and plus he bought a complete 06 engine. We're going to take this out. The lifters, hopefully they're okay, and the camshaft is okay, because we're going to put this 03 camshaft inside of his other engine. This cam is going to go in. This rod, I mean, we can check it. We can spec the rods. We can do whatever. But when there's damage and it's embedded in the piston, that's done. I don't reuse that rod. That rod's trash. I'm not even going to spec it. I'm not going to look at it. It's trash. Throw it away. Anytime that piston has made contact with anything other than combustion, I throw the rod away. So we have to really spec the crank too, make sure everything's all right. I'm sure it is. I mean, it'll take that. These cranks are stout. But the cylinder walls look okay. They'll clean up. We'll probably only be able to do 10. I checked the 06 block that's back in the back. It's a 20mm block. Kind of a bummer, because one of the spots on it, as it sits right now, it's like 25 over. It's got some pretty good ridges in it. Yeah, so we're really not going to use that block. It's a freaking drag. But at least this block can be cleaned up for sure, guaranteed. I can bar it over. I've already done it. We could bar it over and look down in there. There's just some scarring on the cylinder walls, but it's not bad at all. It will clean up. Yeah, and the heads were surface, so I'm gonna have to, once I clean them up and get the surfaces good, I'll measure it. Now we'll see how thick it is. I'm gonna check all the other ones. Oops, sorry. Check all the other protrusion, make sure, see. I like to double check before we take a block apart. We'll measure it and see how much we can cut off safely. You know, I don't want to be surprised when we go to put it back together. We got it all together right now, so we can measure it real quick. We can see what the protrusion is, and that will tell us how much we can safely cut off when we put it back together. I mean, and it's not perfect. I mean, you know, you can measure crank center line and measure the top, you know, but I've got pistons in it right now. Just throw the gauge on it and measure protrusion, and that's our baseline. Then we'll have, I mean, obviously check it again, but it's just a freaking drag. You know, he didn't get no time out of it. And if you look here, actually, let me bar the engine over here. Let me see if I can do it with one hand, holding this. Yeah.